Hello everyone, AMHarbinger here, and Gears 5's Insane mode is not easy. You are going to die, and there are a lot of ways you can die. You can be killed with one hit for a variety of weapons, and you cannot be revived since there's no down but out option. After completing this mode on Insane, I've constructed some helpful tips of how to survive the swarm on Insane. The Boltok Pistol is a powerful weapon, but in past Gears of War games, it was an ineffective weapon against the enemies on Insane. In Gears 5, this pistol is an absolute must-have. It can take out Juvies in one active reload shot and drones in a couple of headshots. The weapon is insanely accurate and can be shot from long distances, easily shutting through enemies' health. The Stump Pistol is completely worthless, and the submachine gun is too inaccurate for it to do any significant damage, so the Boltok Pistol is probably your best chance just in case you need something that's not only powerful but can shoot at long range. Jack comes with an array of abilities, but you can respec Jack at any time for any battle. For the most part, stealth and stim serve as the most helpful tools against the swarm, but if you need to respec into different skills, you can do so in any time. When in a stealth situation, respec to increase your speed and duration of stealth. This will allow you to thin enemy forces since they walk in a specific path. You can also exploit it by clearing an entire room by waiting for the stealth module to recharge. Just be aware that rejects can sense you even in stealth if you try and take them down from the front. Stumps are infected DR1 DBs with mounted machine guns or rocket launchers. When Jack gains the ability to hijack swarm mines during Act 3's beginning, you should always hack the Stumps. These creatures can easily take out the surrounded forces and weaken powerful enemies. If killed, you get the benefit of not having to fight the creatures or fight them in a weakened state. Stumps are the most powerful enemies in the game that you will fight multiple times, and using them can turn the battle in your favor. Just be aware that damage in a hijack swarm will cause it to revert back to its original state, so you can use the hijack ability to try and kill an enemy cheaply. Your allies are not wise. They'll often stand in front of you and sometimes refuse to fire their gun, but they can take a hit. Using them as cannon fodder against defensive sections when you have to wait for a specific location in order to progress is key to survival. When being chased by a warden or if an enemy are focus firing on you, have your allies attack by targeting a specific enemy using the target marking feature where you click down on the left stick. They'll focus fire on the marked target while at the same time that specific target either chases you or shoots at you. Your allies, for the exception of a few moments, won't die and can be revived by hand or using Jack's stim if upgraded. So use your allies as either shielding or as distractions. They really excel at that. Explosive weapons such as the boom shot and torque bow do a lot of damage, but they shouldn't be your primary weapons. Ammo for those guns are rare, but that doesn't mean you should just pick up any high ammo count weapon. Traditional lancers isn't ideal, despite having a chainsaw that can kill most targets in one hit, as it takes more than one clip to kill an enemy, even when actively reloaded. The risk of getting close enough to use a chainsaw can be dangerous, since melee attacks are an instant kill for anything except a juvie. Instead, opt into weapons like the Hammer Burst and Lancer Grenade Launcher. The Hammer Burst does a lot of damage, has a big ammo count, and can be shot from mid to long range. In addition, the Tri-Shot should always be taken as this weapon can kill most targets easily or eliminate large portions of Snatchers, Prowlers, or Psychon's health. Prowlers are probably the most dangerous enemies you're going to encounter. They're extremely fast, versatile, and their tail spikes can kill you in one hit. The best way to avoid their tail whip is to gauge the timing. Understand when they're about to flick their talons and then dodge left or right depending where you're facing. If they're close to one side, dodge to the other, but wait until you hear the click of that tail whip, and once you do that, dodge to the left. They will often target you, which is very annoying, but you have to get this dodge and timing right if you want to kill them. Aim for the underneath of their belly, and then try and kill them as soon as possible. You can also use Jack's flash to temporarily disable them, but this is not ideal as it'll only work for a few seconds. The best thing to use is the shock mine, as they'll retreat the second they're again shocked and usually flee farther away from you. The key is to keep them at a distance so you can better use the cover to your advantage. Jack's defensive ability should be reserved for emergencies. If you need to thin out a horde of enemies, stealth is your best option. You can trigger this at any time and use stealth kills against humanoid enemies. This includes elite drones and elite hunters, but nothing bigger or smaller than a humanoid swarm. So if you find yourself in a tough situation, stim is a good option, but if you want to thin out some of the enemy horde, you could turn yourself invisible and start stealth killing enemies to try and make it a lot better. So those are my tips for Gears 5 Insane difficulty. If you have any other tips, leave them in the comments below. I'm sure there will be people who will need some extra help. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.